We tend to treat the internet like an infinite, secure vault of human knowledge. Throughout history, physical archives have been incredibly fragile. Libraries burn to the ground, paper rots, and ink fades. To counter that, we rely on digital permanence. We place absolute trust in the idea that once a major institution publishes a URL, that record is safe forever. But treating the web's memory as unconditional is a dangerous mistake. Digital decay is very real, and it is happening constantly. Take the CIA World Factbook. For intelligence analysts and researchers, this was a decades-old cornerstone of open-source global data. The scale of this archive was massive. It pulled in millions of visitors annually and housed over 5,000 copyright-free photographs. Then, in 2021, the agency simply retired the site. They replaced it with a brief farewell message, wiping the accessible digital archive from the public web overnight. If a highly resourced, globally backed intelligence agency can quietly erase a massive public database, it exposes a troubling reality. The rest of the web is highly vulnerable to sudden, silent erasure. This quiet erosion of specific URLs over time is known as link rot. When you click a dead link, you usually get an HTTP 404 status code. The server responds successfully, but the specific file you want is gone. To mask this, institutions redirect you to massive A to Z directories. You get a menu, but no answer. You see this across the pillars of global data. Try looking up old research on the World Bank or specific policy records from past White House administrations, and you will find the original data permanently lost behind these broad, unhelpful menus. The 404 error serves as a digital tombstone, the final record of institutional knowledge that has been quietly deleted. Then there is another layer to the decaying web. Situations where the data still exists, but you are explicitly blocked from viewing it. These are HTTP 403 forbidden and 400 bad request errors. They often appear because of automated infrastructure misconfigurations or strict traffic limits on the server. Cloud hosting services like CloudFront will automatically block legitimate user requests if a server gets overloaded or if the configuration parameters are set too aggressively. The Internet's back-end infrastructure is increasingly prioritizing traffic management and cost reduction over actual public data access. We are now operating under a guilty until proven human model. As a user, you are treated with immediate suspicion. This is driven by automated gatekeepers. Services like Cloudflare force users into repetitive bot verification checkpoints, trapping you in a holding pattern before you can access a basic institutional page. Major international organizations like the OECD and critical tech manufacturers like TSMC have adopted these severe, friction-filled checkpoints for their public-facing websites. It creates a paradox. To protect data from malicious scraping, these institutions make information highly resistant to frictionless public research, rendering it functionally invisible. The open web has been fractured into a series of highly suspicious, walled-off environments that actively deter exploration. Today's user journey is a labyrinth. You navigate bot checks, bypass misconfigured server rejections, only to finally hit a 404 dead end. Navigating this labyrinth creates a cumulative chilling effect. It stifles historical research, blocks journalism, and erodes public accountability. This is the reality of digital entropy. Information that is not actively maintained naturally disintegrates into nothingness over time. Without active, intentional preservation efforts, top-tier institutional knowledge from global think tanks and governments simply evaporates. The Internet is designed to forget. To preserve our digital history, it must be forced to remember.